Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj, round whatever we're on, okay? The Twitter wars, I'm entertained, but these are just random thoughts. Whoever violated HIPAA to give Cardi B that information, they're coming for you. Oh my God. What a nasty, low-down thing to say to someone, and I think that it was warranted. Cardi and Nicki both go to hell with each other, and Cardi just took it lower and lower and lower and lower.
Here we go again. Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B, the eternal war of the queens. The timeline hasn't even cooled off from their last feud, and boom, we've got another digital earthquake. You'd think after years of back and forth, subs, and accidental likes, these two would just schedule a boxing match and call it a day. But no, we're back in the trenches of Twitter warfare, where every tweet is a bullet and every emoji is a declaration of war. And this time, Cardi didn't just throw shade, she threw the entire forest. The internet gasped, bloggers fainted, and fan bases turned into FBI agents overnight. People started screaming HIPAA violation like it was a Marvel movie title, and honestly, same. Whoever leaked that info just signed their own digital obituary. But let's be real, this isn't just petty celebrity beef anymore. This is the Hunger Games of hip-hop, where one wrong word gets you ratioed by an entire fandom. Cardi went for the jugular, and Nicki? She's been waiting for this smoke since 2018. Because when you mess with Nicki Minaj's family, you're not just beefing with a rapper, you're beefing with an entire generation of barbs who haven't slept since Super Bass. And trust me, this time it's uglier, pettier, and way more personal than ever before. But that's not even the wild part. What Cardi said next might have just ended any chance of peace between them forever.
So you talking about no album with a what? What? Y'all don't even want me to drop that album because y'all gonna be fucking crying. Cause I'ma outsell. I'ma have hits. I'ma be on top. That's a fact.
Okay, hold up. Did Cardi just go there? Yep. She didn't just cross a line, she built a bridge, torched it, and danced on the ashes. Nicki Minaj's son, dragged into the Twitter arena like a surprise DLC nobody asked for, and the internet instantly lost its mind. Fans were screaming, "This is insane!" Reddit threads exploded, and TikTok compilations of reactions hit viral faster than any single Cardi or Nicki drop. People were questioning if this was strategic shade or straight-up chaos for clicks. And honestly, in 2025, sometimes that line is as thin as a TikTok filter. Let's unpack this. Cardi's taking shots so personal it's almost cinematic. I mean, it's the kind of move where historians 50 years from now will be like, ah yes, 2025, the year Twitter turned into a gladiator arena for rappers' kids. And the crazy part? This isn't even about album sales anymore. This is a full-blown legacy war. And the fans, they're split. Half screaming, "She's wilding," while the other half is clapping, "About time someone held Nicki accountable." But trust me, the absolute chaos is still simmering. Cardi might have thrown the first truly personal punch, but Nicki's about to respond in a way that will make this feud legendary. And yes, you guessed it, things get darker before they get messy.
That rapper and her sister, been sneaking dissing Nicki and her son. Over a year. There's tweets out there. Them saying, Papa Bear, oh, Lisa, her kids know their ABCs. What that mean? Oh, my kid's so smart. Just saying little slick stuff when Nicki posts her child and things like that. Nicki pay it does, because it ain't directed, it ain't respected.
Oh, here we go. The classic, "I'm about to outsell you" flex. Cardi is out here talking big talk like she's announcing she's about to steal the crown in a royal heist. And honestly, the delivery is pure drama gold. Tweets like these make fans spit their drinks and scream into their screens simultaneously. She wasn't subtle. This was full sniper mode. Left, right, center. All shots aimed straight at Nicki's ego. It's the kind of thing where even a casual observer would clutch their pearls, muttering, "Is this for real?" And yes, it's for real. The album just dropped and the Twitter battlefield lit up like July 4th. Cardi's energy was insane. "I'ma outsell, I'ma have hits, I'ma be on top." She's basically screaming at Nicki and the world simultaneously. And the Barbs, already plotting their counterattack. The Hive, getting ready with receipts, memes, and probably a 12-hour thread explaining why their queen is untouchable. The internet loves this type of drama. It's like watching a live-action soap opera, but with more receipts, tweets, and clapbacks than ever before. And don't get it twisted. This isn't just music sales. This is legacy, pride, and street credibility, all wrapped into one fiery Twitter storm. But here's the kicker. Cardi's boldness might have just poked a hornet's nest bigger than she realized. And the sting, it's coming, folks. Trust me, it's coming.
And just like that, Cardi showed us why she is the drama, but the drama will not make any sales.
They squeezed that lemon dry for that. They bled that. I mean, she even rolled out a...
The ghosting move. Classic Cardi. All talk, all hype, and then crickets. Fans were scanning their timelines like, wait, did she just get yeeted off Twitter? The silence screamed louder than any diss track could. Meanwhile, Nicki, always the tactician, swoops in like a chess grandmaster. Victory lap activated. Nicki's clapback wasn't subtle either. It was pure metric ton of fire. Every tweet, every post dripping with, yeah, still queen, still untouchable. And let's be real, fans online were eating it up like popcorn at a horror show. Reddit threads went into overdrive, dissecting every word. TikTok? Don't even get me started. Compilations, memes, dramatic readings. It was chaos on repeat. And the irony? Cardi was the one who bragged, who hyped up the album, who promised the crown, only to vanish when the numbers dropped. The internet did not forgive. Barbs, hives, and neutral observers alike were all shook. But here's the twist. Nicki wasn't just celebrating sales, she was sending a message. And that message? It's about to hit Cardi like a freight train. Public, personal, and impossible to ignore. And just wait, the receipts that come next? Absolutely savage.
Black girls that continuously support that, when these girls continuously show you that they not really for you like that for real, they on record dissing black women. Time after time, calling us monkeys and roaches. Like, come on now. Like, y'all really keep defending that?
Whoa, now it's full-blown lyrical warfare. Nicki didn't just sip tea, she launched it like a Molotov cocktail. Every bar, every jab, precision targeted. And here's the kicker, this isn't brand new drama. Oh no, Cardi and her sister have apparently been sneaky sniping Nicki and her family for over a year. Subtle tweets, sly remarks, Papa Bear, ABCs, my kid's so smart, little digital landmines planted across timelines. It's the kind of tea that makes you whisper to your friends, wait, they've been doing this for a year? TikTok clips immediately went viral, with fans creating countdowns, analysis threads, and meme edits that made everyone clutch their phones tighter than ever. And now, the tension? It's boiling. Online arguments were popping off in real time, Reddit threads multiplying like gremlins in water. Barbs and hives were coming for each other's timelines with all the subtlety of a wrecking ball. And trust me, by the end of this, nobody was sitting on the sidelines. This was an all-out fan warfare. But hold up, what Cardi did next, it wasn't just another jab. She went full personal, the kind of move that flips the internet upside down in seconds. And yes, the chaos, it's about to escalate to nuclear levels.
When we discussing this tomorrow, let's all make one thing very fucking clear. Nicki brought up kids first. Let's make that very fucking clear. Cause I know how some of y'all like to rewrite history. And I'm not even saying that Cardi shouldn't have took it to the pits of hell, because I don't believe in talking about kids, but let's be very clear, Nicki talked about that girl culture first, and that's sick.
And here's where the feud officially detonates. Cardi went nuclear. No more subtle shade, no more indirect jabs. She went for the jugular and brought Nicki's family into the chaos, Papa Bear included. Fans across TikTok, Reddit, and X, Twitter, collectively gasped like someone just dropped a live grenade on their feed. Cardi's strategy? Simple. Hit hard, hit fast, and make sure everyone knows the war isn't just about music anymore. It's personal, messy, and completely irreversible. And as the tweets started flying, timelines exploded with reactions ranging from she wilding to this is a new low. The irony? Nicki's been playing the long game all along, and Cardi just handed her fans ammunition to respond with maximum fury. Memes, lyrical breakdowns, dramatic readings, the internet became a theater of chaos overnight. And this, my friends, is the part where history judges both queens not just for their bars, but for how far they dragged family into a rap war. But here's the kicker. Even with all this chaos, the story isn't over. Both sides still have receipts. Both sides still have fans ready to riot. And the next move? Legendary. And just wait until you see how social media, memes, and public opinion collide in the aftermath. It's pure internet wildfire, and there's no putting it out. Alright, so after Cardi dragged Papa Bear into the chaos, the internet officially erupted. People were screaming in unison across every platform like it was the 4th of July. Memes were being created faster than the tweets themselves. TikTok stitched every wild comment. Reddit threads exploded with heated debates, and the comment sections turned into full-blown battlegrounds. The tension wasn't just about music anymore. It was about legacy, ego, and who could survive the social media apocalypse unscathed. And honestly, you could feel the digital air crackle every time someone mentioned Papa Bear. Fans were not holding back. Some were calling Cardi reckless. Others were cheering her audacity. It was like the entire internet became a jury, and everyone had a front row seat to watch the Queen's duel. Every subtle nuance in a tweet or Instagram post was analyzed frame by frame. Barbs and hives were clashing in comment wars so intense, they could have been its own reality show. People were comparing receipts, pulling up old interviews, and dissecting lyrical choices like forensic investigators. And while the chaos spread, Cardi doubled down. She started posting cryptic tweets hinting at proof and receipts, which only fueled the wildfire. Fans were spamming their notifications to keep up with every new development. It wasn't just about being entertained anymore. It was survival of the quickest scroll. Every meme, every reaction video, every clip stitched from interviews added layers to this drama cake, and it was dripping with pure internet chaos. But Nicki wasn't just sitting quietly. Oh no, she had been planning her counterattack like a master strategist. She took her time, waited for the numbers to drop, and then released her own subtle lyrical bombs that had fans gasping. You could practically hear the collective "oh" of social media as she flexed her dominance. Every post, every screenshot, every mention of Pink Friday 2 was meticulously timed to remind everyone the Queen still sits on her throne. And the finesse? Brutal. Meanwhile, Cardi was pacing online like a general in a war room, calculating every move, and the fans noticed. Memes flooded Twitter, TikTok dances became themed around their beef, and even Instagram stories were being edited into reaction compilations faster than some could blink. It was like watching an entire culture unfold live, one tweet at a time. And just when people thought it couldn't get messier, Cardi pulled another stunt, hitting Nicki's past subtle digs with precision that made the hive clutch their pearls. The commentary wasn't just about albums or sales anymore. It was about identity, reputation, and the illusion of control online. Cardi's fans celebrated her boldness, while Nicki's supporters applauded her resilience and strategic patience. Meanwhile, the neutral audience was eating popcorn, tweeting, "Is this real life?" because the situation had evolved into a full-blown narrative with twists, betrayals, and escalating stakes. And here's where things got darker. Cardi's posts weren't just bold, they were surgical. The tweets targeting Nicki's sister, her personal life, and even her home life turned the feud into what could only be described as a social media thriller. People online were arguing about the ethics, debating whether there's a line in celebrity drama that should never be crossed. Some said Cardi had gone too far, while others countered that Nicki set the stage years ago with her subtle digs. The entire situation became a commentary on how far internet culture will go for entertainment. It wasn't just text anymore. Fans began creating visuals, meme edits, and video reactions so fast it felt like watching a live broadcast unfold in real time. TikTok compilations of every tweet, every like, and every screenshot went viral, amplifying the chaos. Every social media platform was bleeding into the next, creating one massive digital storm that no one could escape. And yet, both rappers were seemingly fueled by the energy, posting more, responding faster, and adding fuel to the fire. Then, the focus shifted to the numbers. Cardi bragged about outselling, Nicki flaunted her stats, and every blog, fan page, and gossip column ran updates in real time. Fans were comparing first-week sales, pure sales, streaming numbers, and trying to figure out who had actually won the round. And the debate, endless. Everyone had their expert opinion, and every opinion became part of the public spectacle. But numbers weren't enough. The conversation now included legacy, respect, and artistry. Cardi's bold posts, while viral, were questioned for crossing moral lines. Nicki's strategic silence, followed by calculated strikes, made her look like the queen in control, the one setting the narrative while Cardi chased it. And just when everyone thought the storm might settle, Cardi returned with a tweet so sharp it could cut through steel, reminding everyone she wasn't going anywhere quietly. Fan reactions escalated to full-on chaos. Barbs and Hives debated which queen had the better moral ground, which album truly delivered, and whose lyrics were more authentic. TikTok reactions included dramatic readings, parody reenactments, and even ironic memes that turned the feud into cultural commentary. Reddit threads compiled evidence like detectives, dissecting every syllable, every line, and every like that hinted at motive. And just like that, what started as a music feud evolved into a multi-platform spectacle of power, ego, and social media dominance. Both Cardi and Nicki were playing a high-stakes chess game with tweets, albums, and fan bases as pawns, and every move was analyzed, memed, and dissected. Then came the personal strikes, Cardi pulling up family references, Nicki responding with subtle lyrical shots. The digital battlefield intensified. Every post was met with 1,000 screenshots, and every screenshot spawned hundreds of reaction threads. The situation was now less about music and more about control over narrative, influence over fans, and public perception. This wasn't just entertainment, it was cultural commentary in motion. Fans weren't just watching, they were participating. Memes became arguments, edits became evidence, and commentary videos exploded in views. Social media transformed into a pressure cooker, and the energy from every side fueled the next round of drama. And as the feud escalated, the conversation began to touch on morality, accountability, and ethics in online celebrity culture. People were questioning how far is too far when it comes to family, personal attacks, and public exposure. The debate spilled into every corner of the internet: TikTok, Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, like a wildfire with no containment. Meanwhile, the queens themselves weren't slowing down. Every post, every subtle hint, every lyrical jab was calculated. Fans were theorizing, memes were flying, and the commentary was nonstop. It was a perfect storm of internet culture, celebrity influence, and personal drama, and no one wanted to miss a second. As the feud entered its most intense phase, social media chaos peaked. Every reaction, whether meme, tweet, or blog post, became part of the ongoing narrative. Fan bases clashed, loyalties were tested, and the drama evolved into a live-action commentary on fame, power, and modern celebrity warfare. And through all of this, one thing remained clear. No matter who started what, both Cardi and Nicki had created a situation that blurred the lines between music, personal life, and cultural spectacle. Their feud had become a living, breathing entity, fueled by every tweet, every meme, every reaction. It was no longer a rap battle. It was a full-scale digital war. And the audience? We were all unwilling participants, glued to screens, refreshing feeds, and waiting for the next strike. The drama had grown beyond music charts into a cultural phenomenon. And just when the internet thought it had seen everything, new receipts dropped, subtle hints appeared, and commentary videos exploded. Fans debated who was right, who was wrong, and whose ethics were truly intact. Reddit threads were flooded with screenshots, TikTok reaction compilations went viral, and every blog ran daily updates. The world couldn't stop watching. The feud's climax? Unpredictable, messy, and entirely human. Both queens had poured years of personal and professional energy into these battles, and the consequences were visible online, in discussions and in memes that had no mercy. The intensity was unmatched, the stakes enormous, and the cultural impact undeniable. By now, it was apparent that this wasn't just about outselling albums or clapping back online. This was about legacy, influence, and narrative control, with fans as both witnesses and active participants in the chaos. Every post, tweet, meme, and comment mattered. Every reaction added fuel. And here's the final kicker: the conversation didn't stop. Fans debated morality, ethics, sales, artistry, and who was truly deserving of the crown. TikTok and X timelines were flooded with video edits, memes, and commentary. The internet was officially a war zone, and there was no end in sight. So now the ultimate ultimate question remains, who really won this digital war? Was it Cardi with her audacity and fearless social media strikes, or Nicki with her strategic dominance and lyrical precision? Or did both of them lose, leaving the audience to clean up the wreckage? That's for you to decide. Hit that like button, smash subscribe, turn on notifications, and keep watching. Don't go anywhere. Click the next video you see on your screen for even more juicy celebrity chaos, betrayals, and stories Hollywood doesn't want you to know. See you in the next one.